there, YouTube friends. It's me, Rainy, from No Idle Hands. And I am here today because I was tagged by a friend, Cindy, at Pups and Crochet. Thank you very much to her for including me. And she sent me a list of 20 questions that relate to crocheting. I'm not sure who I'm going to tag because I have to go through and find out which ones of my friends crochet and which ones knit. I'm hoping I can find a few people who crochet. If I mistakenly tag you below and you knit, please just put in there your, substitute knit for crochet. That'll be the easiest way to do this. Because I don't know if I have... I watch both knitting and crocheting people, so I'm going to do my best. First question is, how old were you when you learned to crochet? Young. Very, very young. Like 5, 6, 7, somewhere in there. So young I don't really remember. I just remember I was living in New Mexico, and my mom and my grandma, it was time, when my grandma was living with us. So it had to have been before I was not very old. Anyway. What's the first thing I remember making? A granny square. Doesn't everybody start out with a granny square? I don't remember what I did with the granny square, but that's what I made. What is the thing I am most proud of? Which make am I most proud of and why? It's not that I'm not proud of any of my work, but nothing stands out. So, yeah. I like all of my makes equally. Some I am more relieved to be finished of than others. But yeah, I like it all. I'm proud of it all. The oldest yarn I have in my stash actually belonged to my mother. And it was quite old because the price tag on it said something like 30 cents. And it was a tag from Walton's, which I believe was a precursor, probably to Walmart. So, however old that is. Who knows? It was, quite old. No telling what else I'll find when I get home, because my son has still continued to clean sheds and everything else to find more yarn for me. So, I wish I could take an aerial photo of all of the containers and everything. Just taking a ground photo would not do it justice. So, anyway, moving on. Knife or pencil grip? I would have to say a modified pencil grip, because I hold it like this. And for whatever reason, that finger sticks up in the air, and I don't know why it doesn't come down on the hook. Don't know. Do I prefer Boye or Susan Bates style hooks? I don't have a preference. Crochet hook. I am finding that the way my middle finger is, that I rest, I don't know. Can't really tell. Let's see if I can see how bent my middle finger is. And I've got this knot right here. So anything with a grip on it is nice, because the metal really hurts that joint in my finger. So I am, coming to the next question will answer which brand I like best. Favorite brand of hook is a Prym, Prym, and I get them off Amazon. They are ergonomic hooks, and they are not metal, so they do the best. If I'm not doing a lot of crocheting, I will use whatever I've got at hand, but if it's a long-term project that's going to take me a very long time, I use my Prym hooks so it doesn't hurt my finger. Favorite hook size or range of sizes? I'd have to say an H is my favorite, but I'll do a G or an I. So a GHI would be my range. My favorite weight of yarn is a 3 to a 4. I'm really fond of the Mandala Lion Brand Mandala yarn, which is a 3, but I like the 4 weights too. Yeah. Feature one of my favorite yarns. I really can't because they're all packed away. All of my yarn is packed and in place or ready to move. If you go back through my videos, my favorite yarn, my favorite brand of yarn, was the yarn that I got for my birthday. It is a Lion brand. I can't remember if it particularly is a Lion brand yarn or a Red Heart yarn, but there are two that are similar. And I think it's like Red Heart Unforgettable and then Lion brand something. Cityscapes or landscapes or something like that. It's kind of this soft, fluffy yarn. I just finished the Vertigo hat. I think I showed it in my last video. That yarn, whatever that hat is made out of, is my favorite yarn. I'm sorry I don't have it here to show. What is my favorite crochet item to make? Hats and mittens. I love to make hats and mittens. What item do I least enjoy making? Amigurumi. I just don't care to make amigurumi. I will, but I don't like it. What is one crochet item I have yet to make? I don't know. I think I've made just about everything. I haven't made any shorts yet. You know, you see those on Facebook, like crocheted shorts. I have not done that. So I guess that's something I haven't made yet. Describe my color palette. I like anything with blue in it. Yeah, blue. Blue is my color. What is my favorite crochet hack? I don't have any. Nothing really comes out as a crochet hack. Now, knitting, I've got lots, but crochet, it's pretty well straightforward. What are my thoughts on crochet being a trend and companies mass producing it? It's like, whatever. If they can find a machine to crochet, that's something. I mean, you know, wow. I don't know if they could find anything to, any way to crochet, but best of luck to them. Next question. Feature a pattern designer that you like and highlight one of their patterns. So I like a pair of designers. They have a YouTube channel. It is Arnie and Carlos. And I don't have, like the pattern per se, but I have one of the items. This is one of their, it's from one of their Afghans. And I made a coaster out of it because I liked it. I didn't make the Afghan, I just made a coaster because, you know, if you've been following me for a while, you know I've been yarn challenged here in Bangor. But that was from their spring crochet along. And I just never finished. I made like 2 or 3 of those and made them into coasters. So I could have a small piece of Arnie and Carlos laying around. Speaking of them, I don't very often buy patterns. I hate buying patterns. Just simply for the fact, you know, that I never know whether or not I'm going to finish the thing, and I hate wasting money, you know, and I hate, you know. So I typically will try free patterns because if you knew how many things I have started and frogged, you know, it's like I want to make sure it's worth my money to buy a pattern. So anyway, I have, out of any designer that produces patterns, I have bought more Arnie and Carlos patterns than not. like their Christmas tree balls they have, or Christmas tree ornaments. They've produced several patterns, which, you know, it's, I think I got like a free, one of their free patterns, and I was like, oh, this is easy enough. So I went ahead and bought the patterns because I knew I could do it. And I think I got, like, I bought a couple of their books that have like home decor in it. I've got a couple of their stocking patterns, a sock pattern. I just like their patterns. They're Norwegian, and I like the designs that they come up with. I just recently purchased the book that they just put out, Norwegian Knits. It's got some sweaters in it, one of which I'd like to make for my daughter. But oh yeah, we're talking about crochet, aren't we? Whoops. Well, anyway, they are still, regardless of what kind of patterns they put out, they do put out crochet patterns too. But all of the above patterns that I mentioned were knit patterns. Sorry. I'm more of a knitter than a crocheter, but I do crochet. Where was I? What is the next pattern I want to make? So it would have to be the community garden crochet along. My cousin and I started this thing, and I've actually already started it, but I frogged it because the block was huge, and you know, I don't want this massive king-size blanket when I get all done. So I'm going to go down a couple of sizes, and I really feel like I'm going to start over again once I get home. I might start while I'm still here, it just depends. It just depends on if I run out of things to do, but most likely it won't be till after I get home. So that's my next one that I want to do. And my best tip for beginners, don't take it too seriously. If you really truly want to learn how to either knit or crochet, either one, people, they start this and they get frustrated because they can't get it. Be patient with yourself. Give yourself lots of time to grow. If you really, really want to do this, you'll find a way. You'll find a way. If you're following somebody on YouTube, find somebody else. You know, if you don't understand it one way, try another way. Find a real person to go see. Try reading a book. Whatever. Find a way. You know, if you truly want to learn how to do this craft, if you want to learn. I struggled for a long time because I'm left-handed. The people teaching me were right-handed, but I found a way. I figured it out because I wanted to do it. And that's the thing. You just gotta, you can't get super frustrated with it, because the more frustrated you get, the more negative experience, and you look at it and then you're like, you have so many negative emotions involved with it. It's like, before it gets to that point, put it down and walk away, let it set for a little bit, and dig at it in a different way. That would be my my advice. So I hope you've liked all these answers. Some of it is just, it is who I am, and like I say, I will gladly admit I am more of a knitter than a crocheter any day, but I still enjoy crocheting some. So please give me a thumbs up, like, and subscribe to my channel. Yeah, so that's it for this video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you all for watching.